Let's bring in Chairman of the River State House of Assembly Committee on Information, Enemi George, who joins me live on the news at 7. Honorable George, thanks for joining us tonight. The House had given 48 ultimatum to the governor to represent the budget. He's written a letter inviting you. He wrote another one yesterday saying he's sharing his intent to visit you today. Why was it locked out of the House of Assembly complex?
I'm tired. My dear brother, I'm as shocked as you are. I'm as shocked as you are, and it's very unfortunate that all of these will be happening at the time I find myself in the House of Assembly. It is totally untrue that the governor was locked out of the House of Assembly. It is also untrue that the governor communicated the speaker of his visit today. And you know, while I was waiting for this session to commence, I was saying to myself, what's his end game? And all of us have thought that with the verdict of the Supreme Court, all of this has come to an end. Let our state now move forward. What is all this drama? A governor wants to come to the House of Assembly. He drives to the gates of the residence. Remember that after our complex was demolished, we moved our sitting space to our residence where we live. We are scheduled to hold our sitting today. If you had watched our proceedings day before yesterday, it was already arranged that we will have a sitting today, and the agenda for today's sitting was already on the order paper. There is no time the governor reached out to anyone that he wanted to visit today.
He reportedly,
it's not correct.
He reportedly wrote a letter that is now in public space. Are you saying the House didn't get Mr. Governor's letter?
My brother, let me tell you, communication is a two-way thing. When you write a letter, you ensure it gets to the intended recipient, and then you get your feedback. I tell you with every sense of sincerity, there was no communication. In fact, I was a bit shocked because I was on the news. I was listening to the news on radio yesterday. I heard the governor was going to Ogoni this morning to commission a project at 10 a.m. And then when I heard this morning that the governor came at 10 a.m. to present a budget, I was a bit confused. Was he supposed to divide himself into two? It was us. Let me take you down memory lane. After the Supreme Court verdict, we wrote to the governor. The elders of the state, led by Chief Federal, called us and said, guys, our state must move forward. Now, this issue has been resolved by the Supreme Court. We expect that we will leave the past behind. Me and my colleagues, we have always said one thing, like our former speaker used to say, infractions against us, we will ignore. But infractions against our state must be remedied. This is an infraction against our state, against the Constitution.
All right. That's
what we're trying to remedy. All that were done to us, we have put behind us. We wrote to the governor, please bring the budget. By our calculation, we expected that by 15th of this month, we should have given speedy consideration to the budget, finish with it, and report back to the federal agencies so that our funds can come out. My mother is a pensioner. I have more than 15 people in my family who are civil servants. Remember that the governor held our entitlements for over 1 year, 6 months. If I expect to get back my entitlement, that cannot be done until the budget is passed.
I hear you.
It is our
Honorable Judge,
in our interest.
Allow me to jump in because of time.
So it is not correct at all.
Exactly.
What the governor is trying to do is to play to the gallery. He's trying to whip up public sentiments.
All right.
He has to do it if he really had an intention. I'm in shock.
Honorable Judge, the House wants Mr. Governor to represent the budget. He says he's ready to obey the Supreme Court.
Not represent. In the eyes of the law, the budget was never presented.
The House wants Mr. Governor to present the budget. He says he's willing to also bring the budget to the House. What must he do differently now to have this happen, or to make this happen?
My dear brother, I heard on the radio. Today I was going back home and I heard the Commissioner for Information was speaking, and the host that the governor tried to reach the speaker, and the governor called the clerk, the governor called this one. So the host of the show now asked him, when you try to reach the speaker, did you get a feedback? He said no. Did you confirm that the speaker has been reached? He said no. The host asked him, so why did you go? He said he took our silence for consent. That the fact that the speaker did not respond means that, let me tell you something. Budget presentation is a constitutional, it's a ceremonial process.
All right.
That's on the one hand. Number two, I heard on it, he said that the governor sent that aides to the governor. That's coming from the Commissioner for Information of the state. He said the governor's aides sent WhatsApp messages to the speaker and some of the principal officers of the house, exactly in his words. Now, even the speaker was in shock. The speaker told us that he never received any such correspondence. But besides that, even if the governor, yes, assuming, and I'm not considering to that, that the governor sent the WhatsApp message to anybody. There is the office of the speaker is an office. There's a person of the speaker and the office of the speaker. There's a reason why correspondences must pass through the system of the assembly. What if Mr. Speaker comes this morning and tells us he doesn't want to be our speaker anymore? What if we say Mr. Speaker is not our speaker as of today?
Honorable Judge,
what evidence is there that any such correspondence came to the assembly?
We have completely
it's
run.
It's not true that even a WhatsApp message was sent.
We have completely run out of time.
What the governor is trying to do is to whip up public sentiment, and it is wrong. At this point, our interest is behind. At the fore is the interest of Rivers State. We want the budget to come. We want salaries to be paid. The governor is toying with the lives of people, and it's unfair. Our hospitals need to be funded. Our schools need to be funded. Our universities need to be funded. We have ignored everything that was done to us. Our chambers was burned down. Our office was demolished, including our personal effects and belongings. The speaker's residence was attacked. We were personally attacked. But we have put all of that behind us. We want our state to move forward. Is it so difficult to do the proper thing?
Honorable Judge, we've completely run out of time. We have to go now.
And hopefully, it's so sad and unfortunate. Please help us.
Hopefully, the House will now get a correspondence across to Mr. Governor to let him know exactly when to come, since the House is interested in receiving the budget itself. That's our time. Honorable Enemi George is the Chairman, House of Assembly Committee on Information.